Hey guys, back at it. What's up? We are in day 272 and 273. So another combo episode just to get us up to date, closer to record post. And this is a Monday and Tuesday combo. So Monday, I had the kids from the weekend. And so, get them up, get them ready for school. And today I have a class with my grandmother, an herbal class, and so this is more intense than the 101s we usually do. So I decided to get my daughter up, get myself up, do my workout, and I was able to finish my whole workout within the time frame to get her to school. So got the kids' bags packed, did my normal routine, and I was like so excited that I was able to get my workout routine done in that time frame in the morning. So got all that stuff done, took her to school, and then got back home and did the rest of it. So vibration plate, acupressure, then I popped into the shower and got myself dressed for the day, which I am wearing my brand new jeans that I got over the weekend at Old Navy, and they're super cute, wide leg. They don't have a front zip or buttons. They have a side zip, and they have buttons on the front. So they look more like sailor jeans. They're super cute. So I just felt really super cute in those jeans and tank top and my wedge sandals. So I got myself dressed and ready after the shower, got my son up for school, got, all his stuff good to go. Made sure I had anything I needed from the house for myself and, just hopped in the car, got him to school, and then immediately left from school to my grandmother's house and got over there in enough time to just settle for a minute, talk to her instead of rushing. We repacked the herbal bin that we had, and she brought some books with her, and she had all the printouts, and she was ready to go. Then we hopped in the car, and it was an hour drive there. So we had some good conversations on the way, just about life stuff, about business stuff, about moving, about stress. And it's really been a relaxing time to conversate just because neither one of us is really talking about the house in Florida. We're talking about moving and we're talking about being down there, but we're really not, the focus isn't the same. So we got to the class and set up everything, and it was like a 2-hour class, so it was a lot. We did the 2-hour class, seemed like the ladies loved it, and what they are trying to open, the stuff my grandmother covered was, very helpful. So after we did that, then, we went to the bathroom, collected all of our stuff, collected the payment, which, blessings come in many different ways, I've always, said. And we decided I decided to go down to Florida in May and rent a van so I could take more stuff with me. And then my grandmother was like, why don't I come down with you? It's a Mother's Day week, can I fit? And so we're splitting the cost of the car rental and gas. And by doing these two classes together, we've ultimately earned enough money to cover the whole cost of the vehicle, to cover the whole cost of the gas and whatnot for the whole trip. And so that's just been a blessing. Like, we were able to do things additionally so that we can not have to worry. And it's something fun. I love to see her teaching the classes because it's her happy space. And so on the way back from the class, we were talking about me wanting to do more metaphysical yoga and structure, sound healing, all these different things that I've talked about doing. And she was very excited. And then we got talking about family and family problems and different things like that. So not the family situation, but just people in our family who are having difficult, challenging times. So we talked about the move, and we've also talked, it was funny too, because while we were driving, we were thinking all these grandiose things. But instead of us both in separate occasions renting a U-Haul truck, it was thought by my grandmother that maybe we should purchase a trailer that goes behind the car that like I could use to pack up and move myself, and I pay a portion into it, and then she's gonna move. So then after like I pack up and move, it would be brought back here, and then she would pack up and move. So I was like, well, we got to just figure out what's the right size. And especially if it's like my vehicle towing it, how big of a trailer can my vehicle tow? How much weight can it hold? Like all these things are going through my head because I've never towed anything behind a car of mine. So I've not had the experience of it. I mean, when I did have my ex-boyfriend, who I helped drive his vehicle with a trailer behind it, it was very stressful for another number of reasons, because the vehicle itself was not comfortable for me, and number two, it was like the trailer was behind it and I was like unsure how to drive it. But I'm sure if it's my car and I'm comfortable inside it and I can adjust all the things, and I'll also, the trailer's hooked up properly, I would be fine. But it's just getting there. So we talked about getting a trailer to split between the both of us for moving, and then we could use it as a storage facility for anything that we don't necessarily need right now. But then we also thought about, well, what if when we get down to Florida, when we get settled and unpack and everything, we can take this trailer and turn it into a mobile apothecary, where we could just have, all of her tinctures and salves and loose leaf teas on the wall. Loose leaf herbs on the wall. And we can create a space where we can just pull up to a farmer's market and kind of open the trailer versus having a booth and setting up and always taking everything out and putting it back and taking it out and putting it back. And then we can go to Renaissance festivals. And she was like talking about all the things like the $1 million like pie in the sky, like up 30,000 feet vision, which was great. So we talked about that, and that's exciting. So I'm going to be looking into trailers and seeing what works and what's a good space to start with. And then so once I dropped her off at her house, we finished the whole class and talking and driving, and I quickly just unloaded everything and said goodbye and hopped in the car and went home. Got stuck in a little bit of traffic, but not really too bad. And the kids were home waiting for me, so I got home and I, connected with them, got dinner going. Well, actually, I did order dinner. I ordered Chick-fil-A for everybody because I was like, I have on my American Express card certain money that goes towards Uber and certain money that goes to Grubhub, and now certain money that goes to Dunkin'. So I can utilize this money, and I'll be spending money anyway, so I might as well use it before I lose it. And I ordered dinner that way. So we all had dinner and chilled for a minute. And then I have the first day of my Multiply Your Money challenge. I got on the call. I listened to the whole 2 hours Q&A, intro, and class portion. And it just like blew my mind. And I was just like not overwhelmed, but there was so much information. So I was like very excited about it. And then, hung out with the kids, watched a movie because my son's been into this movie mode. Then we got ready for bed. So in between the money Multiply Your Money challenge and bed, there was the movie. So it really wasn't too much time. And then we just went to bed. It was a great day for like a Monday. And then the next day, Tuesday, because we're doing a combo, is on Tuesdays, I go do yoga with my friend Ben in Durham over here. And so I got up, didn't do my workout because I'm going to do yoga. So got my daughter ready, got her to school, came home, did the vibration plate, did the acupressure mat, got my son ready for school, got him in the car to school. And I mean, he's been doing really well going to school. It has still been a struggle, but it has been better than he was. So I'm not sure what's the motivator there, but whatever it is, it's working well. Him and his sister have been connecting more, so she's been helping him with homework, and they went outside and played together, and it's just lovely to see their relationship connect again. So I mean, they're siblings. They do this. They go in and out, but it's hard for me as a mother to see the outs. I like to always just see the ins and see the loving, cuddly relationship. But anyway, so got them to school, got myself ready for yoga, got my mat and everything, and then popped in the car and went to yoga. Did the whole hour class. It was beautiful. I've been feeling more in the zone, in the flow. And it's different than yoga. Like I said before, yoga was just like a sport. It was a workout. It was like a gym thing. Now it's more like a practice. It's more personal. Even though I'm in a room with multiple people and different energies, I'm not really looking around to see like, what is this person doing? What is that person doing? I'm more closing my eyes, focusing on myself, focusing on my practice and how far I can go. Which is great. It's a different mindset completely. So I've been enjoying that a lot. After yoga, I talked to my friend Ben about, like hanging out later after I come back from Florida. And then I got in the car and went home to just do some more things. And I would say that Monday, I forgot to say that I took the trash cans to the front because Tuesday's trash day. So the trash cans were super full and I brought them to the front. So then today being Tuesday, the trash people came and emptied the cans. And so I was procrastinating a little bit by bringing them to the back of the house. But it's a Tuesday also. So after yoga, I got myself in the sauna, and I hadn't been in the sauna for a while just because I was cycling and I don't like to do that on that time. So I sweated a ton of water. I actually checked my weight and I am officially down 20 pounds since I started my whole new workout routine and just this mindset of getting healthier and stronger and feeling better about my body and my health. Not so much, like I was telling my daughter later on in the day, not so much about the weight and the number on the scale. It's about how I feel. I was feeling before I started all this really sluggish, really old. I felt old. My bones felt crunchy. My muscles felt weak. I felt just like laggy. There's a ton of brain fog, which I'm still working through, a lot of brain fog and that kind of issue. So this mode now that I've been in for, a good 2 months, 2.5 months now, I think. So it was like mid-January I started. It's just made me feel stronger and more vibrant and more like youthful. And so I'm down officially 20 pounds. And not like I'm doing anything crazy. I'm just doing kettlebell workouts Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm doing yoga Tuesday, Thursday. I'm taking the weekend off if I want to. If I want to do workout, that's fine, but it's not forced. And I'm continuing to increase my weights when they get, pretty easy to use. And I'm doing all this at home. So it's really like you can get a few pieces of equipment. You can put some awesome music on. You don't have to take a lot of time because my whole routine is 20 minutes. It's 5 minutes of kettlebell, 10 minutes of stretching, 5 minutes of kettlebell, and that is it. and I switch the movements. Like, so each 5 minute segment is not 5 minutes straight of one movement. It's like 1 to 2 minutes of one movement, 1 to 2 minutes of one movement. But I am going straight through the whole 5 minutes and not stopping. And then the stretching is just to release all of that tightness between the 5 and the 5. And then I do my vibration plate therapy, and I do my acupressure and grounding, and I also do my sauna. So like that is my routine there. Some of the bigger pieces of equipment, like the vibration plate and the sauna, I got, in COVID years. And so they've definitely paid for themselves over the time that I've had them. But, you can invest in just a little bit of equipment and do it at home. So that's been my thing. I did some stuff at the house, like getting the trash cans in, getting the trash that was inside outside. I got myself dressed, and I got to my daughter's school to sit in car line for a minute before picking her up for the chiropractor. And while I was in car line, actually, I was supposed to get together with a good friend of mine, and we had to cancel just because my daughter had a play, and that play canceled, so there's no more rehearsals. So I had to pick her up earlier than I expected. But things always shift for a reason, and you just go with the flow. And so while I was in car line, my Florida crush called me, and we had a really cute little short, conversation. I've also, since within the last weekend, built up my roster for Florida, which a few different guys have popped up on the dating app and connected with me, and I've just had a great time connecting. And so, it's not only my Florida crush guy, it's some other people within now this larger roster of people to connect with down there. Like I said, I'm always open to doors and opportunities and people to explore that. And if it feels right, let's go. If it doesn't feel right, let's just close that door and not continue. So this is for me to just follow what I feel is drawing me and explore that, which all of them do know that I am open and having relationships. Nobody's committed to me, asked me to be serious with them. I don't have a ring on my finger. Like there's nothing that is stopping me from doing it this way, even especially because I'm open about it. But anyway, so talking to multiple people, Florida crush guy, he's, his game is pretty high because he loves to communicate and connect and call and talk. And then I got my daughter to the chiropractor. We did the chiropractor. We had a great visit. We did an assessment, and instead of 2 times a week, now we're 1 time a week. I think we're still going to wrap it up in May before we move. And then we went to Trader Joe's and we did our normal date. We got some snacks and goodies there. And when we came home from Trader Joe's, we just unloaded and we got some food to eat. Everybody got their own dinner because, we had just gotten new foods and stuff in. I hung out for a minute with everybody before I had to hop on my call for my day 2 of this Multiply Your Money Challenge. And so day 2 was pretty crazy too, because there was a lot of tax strategies and a lot of interesting things that built on day 1. And of course, they're going to continue to build on the strategies. And then obviously at the end, they're going to offer their services because they're, the professionals with the certifications in all of this realm of tax, and investment. But I don't know what I'm supposed to be here for, what exactly it's going to do to help me grow. But I just felt prompted. And like I said, I've had that ladybug experience where I said, universe, if I'm supposed to take this class, show me a ladybug. And there was. So it was a lot of things pointing to yes for this. I'm excited. I'm listening. I'm taking notes. I'm taking screenshots. I'm going to try to save all the information so that I can have it for later. I finished up that class, and then I came out and, reconnected with the kids, made sure they were okay. I hung out with my son on the sofa. We watched a movie together. And then when it was bedtime, we all just wrapped it up and went to sleep. So it was 2 really, really awesome full days. And I would have to say every day is my best day, and each day keeps getting better. I just am so blessed to be in this space right now. And I thank you guys so much for supporting me by listening, by liking, sharing, commenting, all of the things or none of the things. I'm just here for myself to continue this process and journey. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.